Yo, what's going on, y'all? I'm back at it again. This is night number 6 now. Being homeless. Now I didn't record yesterday because, oh yeah, my battery was like the majority of the day. It was pretty much dead. I don't know. I was just staying in like one spot. Couldn't get my shit charged, so um, yeah. By the end of the night, it was already pretty much dead. Same with my tablet, so um, I just couldn't record. But try to come at it tonight because we're at 70%. I need to get me one of those things that recharge your devices. I can't remember what they're called, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I have one, but it's like so shit. It's like one that my mom gave me, and I think it gives you like 25, 30%, and then it's done. It's like 10,000 volts or something. Like maybe it's less. I don't know, because 10,000 is a lot. So maybe it's way less than that. It has to be like 2,000, 3,000 voltage or something. I don't know, but yeah, I need that, and I need a better USB recharger cable because my tablet is recharging so slow. Because I see online that it says that even though it charges your phone fine, your tablet USB cable it can get eroded over time. So I mean, it erodes pretty fast too. I mean, within a few months, maybe in a month's time at worst. So, that's two expenses I don't want to pay for right now, but they're kind of needed, but they're kind of not needed. So, I don't know. And I get my GST tomorrow. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I gotta make that money last, though. So let's talk about what I did today. Well, the majority of the day, I was like sleeping. I slept a lot longer than I usually did. I usually sleep in the mall. I go at the mall because they open it up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I usually go there in the morning. Sometimes I crash right away. I just pass out. Other times I'll eat something for a little bit, chill, recharge my shit, and then pass out. But I think the other day, like some old guy. I don't know what he was doing, but like he woke me up and he was like pissed. It looked like he wanted to fight. Like, you don't wake me up that way, man. You don't wake somebody up that way because when you wake me up like that, I'm pissed. I'm cranky. You heard of crankiness? And you're throwing aggression at me like that. I don't even know you. I don't even know. Like, if he did anything, I would have destroyed him. Unless he was some kung fu master, then he would have got me. But shit, man. Like, don't do that shit. Like, whatever. I don't care what you feel about people sleeping there. Maybe he knew I was homeless. Maybe he didn't. But you don't do that with strangers, man. You could die doing that to the wrong person. So, anyways, I just found some agencies that are like, there's one agency that's literally like 10 minutes away from your walk, which I went to today, but I tried calling them too, but it would never connect through. It's like, so I was like, okay, well, let me just try going there and see if I could find it. And of course, no, couldn't find it. It even had a directory, I don't know what, kiosk, I think, and it was so shit. It's the worst kiosk I've ever come across. Like, it's not helpful at all. You go to directory, nothing shows up. Try to search my name, nothing shows up. So it's like, why is it that there? Just to look sophisticated or whatever, give the illusion. Anyways, I went kind of late. It was like 4:30, and it was bucketing down. Like, it was raining so hard, so that slowed me down. And I only discovered it at the library at like between 3:30 and 4, so I didn't really have much time to make this, decision. I did try calling them a few times though, and I could never get through each time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and call them tomorrow morning, like as soon as they stay open, which is like 9:30, and I'm going to see if I can get through then. Hopefully I can get through. Only problem I'm having right now is that I don't have a resume, and that's because I forgot to save it on a USB before I got evicted. There's so many things I had to think about, but I didn't even think about that. So, and I do have some printed out. Only problem is it's inside like some boxes in my storage, so I would have to like dig through and get to, like, just the way how the storage is. It's not very big, and it's like at a top shelf. So I would have to like go all the way at the back and climb in and bring the boxes out. There's only 2 boxes, but I had to bring them out, open them up, and I don't even know if I have any tape to tape it back up. It's just a major inconvenience, and I know this sounds like, bro, just do it, man. It's for your future and shit. Just do it one time. And it probably will come to that. Shit, man. I just don't want to have to go through that hassle. I'm gonna be in the storage room, and like all my shit's gonna be laid out on the floor. Good news is it's usually empty there. It's not usually a whole lot of activities, so if I go there, like in the morning early or something, I could probably not have to worry about anybody, having needed to pass by or whatever, because when I do that shit, like that area is like off limits. It's like a no walk zone. So yeah, but either way, I mean, I don't know how. I guess, yeah, some agencies, they go through the websites now, so if I have to go online for that, then I'm kind of fucked. But if I could get those ones that I printed out, and they're not even fully updated, but it should be good enough to get me in, because it's the agency, I'm going to try to sign up to like 2 agencies. This one right here that's like literally like not too far from here. Like, it's right past those buildings, those condos, basically. You can't see it, but it's like the farthest building back there. Anyways, that's basically it. That one at the farthest back, in between. It's like right above the library, but I don't know. I can't really explain it. But anyway, I'm going to try to set up with there. I'm going to try and set up with another one. I read the reviews. I never really did this before with the agencies. I checked the Google reviews. And yeah, I sorted it by like the best reviews. So that was one of them. It had like a 5-star, and it was like right next to me. So I was like, damn. So I really want to go there now, but at the same time, I have to be careful though, because I can't just do anything. And this is what people don't understand. Like, I tried telling my mom this too, but she never understood. I have a bad back now. I've been having back problems for years. And even just now being homeless, I have so much back problems just carrying my bag around. Like, I have to keep it so light And even when I do, it still gives me problems. So it's like, I can't be doing anything that's going to be requiring me to do repeatedly heavy lifting, or turning or whatever like that. Like, well, maybe turning, but as long as I don't have to lift anything too heavy, then if it's like 5 pounds or whatever, and 5-10 pounds maybe, but nothing more. Even 10 pounds is kind of much, because it adds up if you're doing that for 8 hours straight. And it all depends how often am I doing that. If I'm doing that like, every so often, then like every 30 minutes or something, or whenever it needs to be done, which happens like every 30 to an hour, whatever way it works out. Like, if it's like that, then I could probably manage. But most of the agencies that I've gone to and that I've seen, advertised, all of them are like general labor. The majority of them, they're like general labor, sorting and shit. But heavy labor, like warehouse, you gotta lift 50, 60 pounds. You gotta be okay with lifting 50, 60 pounds repeatedly, because, you have the guys that are bringing them in on the forklifts, on the skids, they're dropping them off, and you gotta take them out and put them in their, designated areas on their shelves or whatever. Because I did general warehousing, so I know how that is, It's alright if you're fit and you could do that. Like, if you had like a mover job, you could definitely do that, no problem. But unfortunately, I have a bad back, and not only that, it's just like I'm not as fit as I used to be. Like, I haven't done that type of work in a while. It's not something I could just, like, I haven't worked in years. All right, I haven't had stable work for a long time. So to be thrown back into the workforce in like such a literal, what's the word I'm looking for? Physical demanding work, It's just, that's, and I know that's, I don't know what, I'm just telling you, for me, normally I would have done that. That's all I've been looking for, general labor, but I gotta be honest with myself. I can't just do any job just because I'm homeless. Alright? Somebody's circumstances can be different, but I got literal health issues, plus mental health issues, but, I'm able to, I could go to work and not have to deal with mental health issues. I could put that to the side to focus on working. I'm able to, push, even though I have social anxiety and depression and stuff like that, I can still talk to you as if none of that, you wouldn't even know that I had that. I'm really withdrawn, and I'm reserved, and I don't put that stuff out there unless, I really, really know you, or we're going through similar things that I feel just I can, tell you something personal like that, But yeah, I'm hoping I can get this agency job though. Like I said, I hope it's because they have different ones. They have another one where you do sorting at a recyclable plant. And that was one of the worst jobs I've ever done. It's crazy. You're looking at this conveyor belt going super fast, and you're supposed to pick up the bottles and certain items and throw them in certain bins or whatever. And they got speeds that you got to maintain. You got to be able to do 60 bottles per minute or something. Something stupid. It's almost how fast you can type, 100 words per minute, or 70 words per minute, something stupid like that. That's what it equates to. You got to be quick, doing that shit, or which they did to me. They ended up Well, to be honest, I was kind of doing it on purpose. I slowed down because I remember hearing that shit. And then somebody called the supervisor or whatever, and I just remember he just came behind me and he was just standing there, just looking at me, like, or just looking at me doing the work, and I was just like, he's gonna send me home, isn't he? And then he's like, all right, come with me. I'm like, okay. And he starts walking, telling me back. He's like, all right, we're sending you home. You're not going fast enough. You got to go faster. And we'll give you a call back if you want to give it another try or whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. I left and I never went back. I never went back. I was just like, oh, hell no. And I didn't even want to go there in the first place. I was almost being forced to go there because I was staying at home at my parents' house, and you can't be in the house and not working. So, pretty much I had to go there. And yeah, I didn't last too long. I didn't even. I think, how many days did I work? I think I worked like, did I work a week? Almost a week. Yeah, it was almost a week. You got to go on Saturday too. It's like 6 days. And it's like, what time was it? 7 a.m. But it damn well might as well been like 5, 6, because you had to wake up at 5. You'd be out the door by 6 and catch a certain bus, and then you're there right before the bell goes off. I'm just like, this is just straight up slavery, like slave market. Like, you just see like the faces of the people inside there, and and like the people that are there. It's like, I just looked at all of their faces, and they all got this like this neutral, like dead looking eyes, man. It's like, these guys were like, they had no life in them. I'm just like, damn, how long have you guys been inside here? I'm just like, holy shit. I'm like, I know I'm going through problems. I know I'm depressed, but damn. And that's the reason why I didn't want to do that shit. I told my mom, I don't want to do agencies. I don't want to deal with that shit. Because I know what agencies are like. It's like temp work, not only that. It just send you all over the place randomly. It's like, I mean, I'm going to do it now, but like, before it was like, I'm not doing that shit. Forget that. So yeah, that was the last time I went to that agency. And then what was the next one I went to? I can't even remember. I think I went to another one though, and I didn't stay too long there either. But I just remember like distinctly like the noise. Like there's just like, you can't hear shit inside there. Like everybody has like headphones on, cause you can't hear shit. There's this like super loud generator or whatever the frig was that was making that noise. It was like, you can't hear shit. You basically had to yell in order to like, talk to people. Even if they're right next to you. I'm talking to this guy right next to me. I'm yelling at him. And I have to say it twice because, it's like so hard to hear anything. That was rough, man. Yeah, I just remember the look on everybody's face, and like, there was one guy that was there that was like, I don't know, kind of young, but he was there for a while. He didn't look like that, but I don't know. He said he was doing it for the money. He needed to save money and shit, so I can respect that. That was good hustle on his game. He could mind over matter that shit. But the other people, you could tell that environment was getting to them. Like, what do I mean getting to them? Got to them. Like, they were so deprived, man. And that's why I didn't want to do that shit, you know. I was like, I don't even care if I'm broke. You know, I will not do that shit. You know, that's just looks like modern day slavery to me. It's just that they're actually getting paid minimum wage instead of like pennies on a dollar. You know, so yeah, that's that. So yeah, hopefully I can get into an agency soon, man. So I need to get some money. Like, if I can start tomorrow, that would be great. Tomorrow's Friday, so you know, the only thing I'm worried about is like, how am I going to be able to, if I do get the job or if I do get the work, how am I going to be able to maintain going to work and sleep? Like, where am I going to sleep? I have no idea how I'm gonna like be working for like 8 hours, and then where do I go? Like, I mean, I guess I go to the same spot that I've been going to before, but it's like it's gonna be way harder to do because I'm gonna be like I already get like drained, you know, from the amount of walking that I do. I mean, I got bus fare, but I try to walk to save as much money as I can, you know. And trust me, the amount that I'm saving, it's probably not even worth it. With all the blisters and the wear on my legs. Like, if I get accepted in this agency or either of these agencies, there's no way I'm walking anywhere after that. I have to cut that out because, you know, I got to conserve as much strength as possible. You know, it would be a lot easier if I had a car, but, you know, after looking on the Reddit, on the homelessness or homeless Reddit, which I've been looking at for like the past, how long have I been looking at it for? About a week? Less than a week? Really good Reddit. It's what's been keeping me going. You know, every night, every day. Not even just every night. Every day. I look at the Reddit and just certain posts of people getting out of homelessness, and, you know, I see posts of people getting into homelessness for the first time and how scared and, you know, frightened they are, and like they're terrified, man. And I see all of that, and I always read those posts, you know, and it's always the same. They're always giving them the same advice and stuff. Like, that's a really good community. You know, I never even knew about that community until, you know, you become homeless. And it's. I wish I had known about them from when I first became homeless, because I'm already on my third time now. So after doing it a few times, you kind of know, you know, even from your own experience. From like I never even knew like some of the things that, like, how do I even explain it? I'm not making much sense. What I'm trying to say is basically all of the solutions and suggestions that people on the Reddit are giving newcomers that are first timers for being homeless, I kind of figured all of that stuff out myself, you know, just from being out there and trial and error and, you know, making stupid mistakes and stuff like that. You know, the only thing I haven't done yet is sleep outside. And I did try it. I even have the video, you know, of I should have recorded of me what I was trying to do and everything, because the main issue was I didn't have the pegs or the hammer to a hammer to hit the pegs into the ground. And even on top of that, it was like the ground was like soaking wet. Like, it was so bad, like, in every situation. It was just super dark, complete pitch black dark. I had a little lamp, like a little cheap light. Well, I mean, it's not cheap. It was actually pretty good from the dollar store. It's like one of those oil lamps, but it's not actually oil. It's like plastic, obviously. But, like, give me 1 second. I'm going to spark this bogey real quick. Where's my... There we go. Yeah. So yeah, I had this lamp that I got from the dollar store. Like, I had everything. I went to like the dollar store, and they sell everything there now. And like, I got so much like survival outdoor items that I was gonna use. Like, I was completely prepared to sleep outside, you know. And then I had a bad night, a bad first experience doing that. Like, everything I did with that was bad. Like, I didn't scope out the area before. I kind of decided on it later. Like, I was just gonna go there, and like, hopefully it would be good enough. You know what I mean? And, you know, not only that, I went there at night. I didn't even go during the day to even check it just to see if it was feasible. I went there at night. And, you know, there's, you know, barely any light. Literally, the light post stopped because it's like a bike trail. It was right next to like a power generator too. So if that thing goes out, like, pretty much this whole district will be out of power. I was like right beside one of those power stations. It's crazy. But you could keep going, and it's like, it literally gets darker to the point where it's just pitch black. And I was thinking about going into the darkness, but I was like, oh, hell no. I'm at my first time doing this, and I'm supposed to go in there in the pitch black darkness and figure all of this out, you know? So, yeah, that was a failed event. That was a failed attempt, big time. And, you know, I was like, you know, I spent like $80 on it, and I went back to Walmart and refunded it. You know, good thing I held on to most of the pieces, man, because I left some of the boxes there at the site. Like, there's no way I can bring all of this back, because I had to carry that shit with me around. It was the worst. 6 to 8 hours I was carrying that shit around for, you know. I was like, oh, never again, you know. I'm just not used to sleeping outside, man. You know, more or less, it's too cold over here to do so. I mean, I know some people do it, but that's just not me, man. I can't survive like that unless I knew somebody that could, you know, teach me how to do that shit. Where were good spots and all that shit. I'm not gonna go around looking for that shit, you know. So, yeah, the whole outdoor sleeping thing, it's not going to work. Not for me, anyway. Problem is, what's going to happen when I run out of money? I can no longer pay for the coffee shops, you know. Well, shit, if it comes down to it, I'll just, like, you know, I don't really want to. Yeah, I've been, you know, good at not doing it so far, but, you know, if I have to panhandle for $2, $3, $4 just to, like, get me inside, then I'll do it. I really don't like asking people for money, because I really already hate people as it is, you know. So to even beg them to be that vulnerable, to throw away your pride, you know. And people just still, like, they'll spit in your face, not literally, but they won't even acknowledge you. They'll just ignore you. Like, at least just say, yo, I don't have anything I can spare. Done. Or no, sorry. Like, that's alright. I'll just keep it moving. But, like, people just ignore you completely. Now, the guys that just reach out their hands and, like, beg and, like, Like, I had this one guy that does it. Like, he's there at the subway almost every day. And he kind of reaches out, and he just, the way how he does it, I don't respect that, you know. Like, hold out the cup. Hold the cup out, but, like, don't say anything, man. Because he can't speak for some reason, so it's like, it sounds even worse. Like, he sounds, like, weird, or, I don't know. You be talking and shit, and, like, you can't even understand him. I think he lost a lot of his teeth, too, so, I mean, it's either that or he speaks another language, I don't know. So many things, but, yeah, that's the way how he was begging. Like, I guess he changes it up every now and then, but like, he goes aggressive and shit. I mean, like, yo, you don't be aggressive when you're panhandling, man. You're begging. So you want to be as, you know, as gentle as possible, you know. But he was doing it the complete opposite. It looked like it wasn't working, so I don't know. I don't know if he made that adjustment, but if he didn't make that much money today from that, then hopefully he learns in the future. But either way, I stopped giving out to guys. Like, you know, I used to help people out all the time. Whenever I see a homeless person out, I always help them out. But I can't do that now anymore, man. And they still come up to me and think like I have money. Yeah, yo, I haven't eaten today. Can you give me like $5? Or one guy even, he went all the way up to $20. I'm like, what? $20, this black dude. I was just like, buddy. I'm like, at least start somewhere. Like, at least start at $5. Like, but most people try like $1 or $2 just to test, you know, waters. You know what I mean? Just be grateful for anything. You know, most people don't want to give out more than that. And the one dude before him, he asked for $5 because he said he had to eat for the day. And you know, obviously I didn't give him anything, but I respected that. He kept it at like, it's kind of high, but like that was it. You know. But this next black guy, I don't know, he felt comfortable with me. I have a look on me, I think, that just looks like, yeah, I can ask that guy, you know, or like, you know, when people look at me, that's the kind of thing they do. Like, whenever those marketer guys or whatever, those guys that hang out flyers or are trying to sell you something, and they're looking at people in the crowd or the people that's walking towards them to get inside the store or whatever, they're looking at the people that they think they can get, you know, the gimps. And they're looking at them and they're like, I guess I have a face that looks like I'm, you know, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been gimped a lot in my life. You know? But no, not so much anymore. You know, I'm a lot more conscious.